Welcome, everyone. It's Matt along with Big Goo today. Today we're going to talk about Daviyaga, the Dark Deity. Very strong Frizz unit that has one big weakness, so stay tuned. Dark Inferno is breath scale, high chance to confuse and blind, very strong, but I like our previous, and I like Mandragora because I prefer poison and confuse and blind. But if you see a high confused team using both of those to your advantage with a pretty large swath of size as well, can get you a massive amount of confusion. And this is where a lot of people are going to go for is on the confusion bit. But honestly, I'm not really sold on him for overall power. Tyrannical tendencies, 5 times at 82% damage. It goes up to, I think, to 110 within range, and rarely lower attack for 3 turns. That 20% is actually gets to be in the upper 70s when you actually use the skill because it attacks 5 times as long as you hit. Um, Personally, the big weakness that I have with Daviyaga is that Confuse doesn't work on the highest, most powerful units that we currently have. And we are about to get another one that has a lot of ability to get rid of any of these negatives. On top of that, too, even a Stark has a chance to do that as well. So we will just kind of, it's great, but I don't see it being used as much, and the JP community completely agrees. But I do like his first awakening. If I somehow pull him with an extra, he will have a lot of use, especially in PvE. On odd turns, you get attack, power, agility, breath, recovery, the full gamut for 3 turns, and it boosts. And by turn 3, he becomes really, really powerful, and you can play along with pure arrogance to get that insane power to like beat down an enemy, especially with Frizz weaknesses. And honestly, that is the main reason to get him is more for PvE than PvP. I just see units being immune, being too powerful for the near future, unless if there's a creature that's going to take away all immunities, then you'll see a shakeup, and that's just too powerful for unit right now. Third one is recover HP when below 70% once. So he does have a heal on him, which is kind of necessary. So it's really hard to one-shot him. You have to weak hit him, probably get defense down, then get him on that second shot. But besides that, that's all we've really got there. We got whoosh and zap resistance, and the fifth one is physical hit crit increase, and obviously you get your tyrannical tendencies. His HP and defense are good, not great. 1375 HP, 417 defense. His attack though is great at 593. His MP though is really low. This is fully maxed out at 386. We have agility at 471, which is pretty good speed. Honestly, with his low MP, I'd rather seen its attack go down and its agility be in the 500s. Then I think this might have been a much more useful unit overall, and a movement of 3. Teachable skills, oomph is a good one, but honestly, meditation might be really good. Kind of really annoying overall, and I'll tell you why meditation is good in a little bit. Preferred weapon is the Iron Ball from Season 3. We're kind of going through this quick because I really want to talk here. So, he has a breath that can confuse and blind. Great skill. Still, Mandragora, I think, is better, but second best ain't bad at all. Spell immunity with 20% damage reduction is great for Daviyaga. Why didn't I go, wow, look at this? because the skill can be wiped by either solo or Zoma. Almost everybody that is in the higher levels of, and I'm not like saying super high levels, just top 50% has one of those two units, and they're probably using that for PvP, real time, and in Guild Wars. Any of the top 100 is going to have units that has this. So that's where he gets really weakened. There does have spell immunity, but can be taken away by either a solo or a Zoma. And honestly, that is incredibly important because it really does nuke a lot of his ability. But he is a very strong attacker. I will also state that Confuse is not as powerful as it is because too many units are either immune or just immune to pretty much any type of abilities, or even half immune, which is what Princess St. Lucia is. And she's been moved around a decent amount because of the fact that she's only half. But even then, you've got a 75% to resist, a 60%, or 40% chance to hit, and those odds turn it down to around a 10% play. Now, yes, it is annoying, and yes, you can do a Hail Mary, if you're going for a defense, you could go, hey, 10% still better than 0, and you're right. But still, I don't just like those odds with what most people use in general. And the MP is just too low to keep abusing its really strong firepower, which means you gotta go every other turn usually, which does give you a very powerful attack, but it's not just the base damage that you look for a pure attacker like this. And personally, I think it needs a little bit more agility to become a truly pure attacker. But will I pull? Obviously, you can say I'm looking at this and saying no, but this is not a bad unit. It's just I've got another unit that I think is better and is just tankier and can just do what it needs to do for longer. Basically, Daviyaga is just going to be, oh, what does this unit do or why we're doing this? And boom, there you go. Croco Dog, and I'm taking that from the color variation. They could be using a different one. I did not see the name down here. If I didn't, okay, no, I didn't here. This is actually a really good unit. Unfortunately, though, I'm kind of hoping that the 20 tickets that I'll have, or 10 tickets plus the purchase, I pick up at least 2 Croco Dogs. I'd love 3 of them, so then I can get the third one with the gold A ticket. The first one here, Alligator Engine, increases movement for 1 turn, is needed-ish for the unit. Super Death Roll is an ability, so if it's within 5 and you have nothing blocking it from moving there, it inflicts 250% physical damage, moves up to 3 squares, and has a 60% chance to lower movement, which can be very, very strong in the right play, especially for a unit that needs the movement and you're just trying to keep them away from your superpowers, your Verns, etc. Croco Dog is a great unit to kind of just act and latch them down. And the last one is Alligator Press. It's kind of weird that I'm separated out like this, but you'll understand why in a second. Deals 175% physical damage and 40% chance for reduced movement for 3 turns. So why is that important? Well, generally what you're going to be using is either Alligator Engine or Super Death Roll the first turn. If you don't use Super Death Roll the first turn, you probably will do it second turn. And then the Alligator Press is going to be used. Plus, if you have a first upgrade, it gives you a counter 3 times with Alligator Press. And the third one you get, when it gets defeated, it will also use Alligator Press. And so it's just nice. It just does constant damage. And, with 1,203 HP, 306 defense, you can load up another 180, 190. And it's actually a pretty annoying A unit in general, with enough speed as well. You can add another attack, and honestly, you could just do nothing. Even if you want to do like a meditation to add to it as well, that's probably fine. Basically, your goal is you want it to survive 3 attacks so that it does its counter 3 times. Then you let it pretty much die in the middle of everything if it needs to. And it does a really, really good job of being really annoying and doing some decent damage. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I have to get my butt back to everything else I'm doing. But more importantly, I hope you guys enjoy. Good luck, and we'll see you later.